Okay, so Dave, you named your squad today. Can you tell us a bit about the squad that you've brought in?
Yeah, it's a pretty exciting squad. Looking forward to the whole campaign. But yeah, a couple of new players in. Some of them forced upon us, with a couple of girls not being released from colleges in the US. That's just part and parcel of the scholarship system in the US. So we brought in a couple of new girls. Kayla Brady has come in, and her sister is already in the squad, Leah. So it's the first now that first time I've had two sisters in the squad. So Kayla's been doing very well with Galway under 17. So she got in there on merit. So we've been following her progress, and she'll be doing well. And she's played for the 17s in the past anyway. Kaylee Shine then from Athlone Town. She's a newcomer. She's been doing very well with the 17s in Athlone. So again, we monitored her over the last couple of months, and she's done well. So we she's earned the call up, and Nadine Clare then, that's with DLR. She came in then for Megan Mackey, who's obviously our skipper, but not available unfortunately. So Nadine comes in, and as I said, it's a good mix of players who've been around the 19s for this will be their third campaign, and some of the girls coming in for the first time. So it's a good mix, and we're looking forward to it.
And Ava O'Mahony from Cork City, who's been in the women's national team and the senior team now for the last few squads, is going to be with yourselves this time around. So that'll be good to have somebody with that kind of level of that has been in the senior team around in your squad as well.
Yeah, great experience for Ava over in the US, getting her cap. And as you say, she's been around the senior squad for a few other camps as well. Emily Whelan, another girl who's been around there. Jess Sue, another girl who's been touching on senior squads. But spoke to Vera, and we did what was best for the girls, and it was good. It was good to get that cooperation there. So we're delighted to have particularly Ava involved, and the two other girls as well. So yeah, it brings experience, even though they're very young girls, and they're under 19s again next year. So it's great.
That's it. The three of them, I think, they're only 17 at the moment. But having been involved in the senior camps, they'll have got kind of an experience of what it's like and what they're aiming for, and what all these girls in the squad are aiming for. So it would be good to kind of bring that back into the other players who are kind of hoping that's where they'll go as well, I suppose.
Yeah, well, look, the whole idea of the 19s is to develop these players for hopefully then to have a senior career. And the three girls have been lucky enough to get a taste of it, and there's a lot of other girls that probably feel that that they've been knocking on the door, so it gives them an opportunity to prove that. But it's a tricky campaign for us. It's not easy. It's not an easy group, so we'll certainly have to deal with that as best we can, and navigate our way through those three games.
Yeah, so talk to us about the three games and the teams that you're facing. How are you feeling about each game that's coming up?
Yeah, three probably completely different games. Ukraine, this is our third year, the third time in 4 years getting Ukraine. So we've been lucky enough to win the two others, 2 and 3-0. But very, very physical team, and we'll bring a certain a lot of physicality to the game. Some technically good players. We got some footage on them, so there'll be certainly no pushovers, and they're one of the higher seeded third seeds. So again, tricky. So we have to deal with that one. Montenegro, the fourth seeds, then in the group. Again, some technically good players. We saw that with their senior team when they recently played here against the women's national team. So again, it's just all about us focusing on both of those games. And then probably the toughest of the whole lot then would be the Netherlands in their own back garden, and the Netherlands are always knocking around the top four in Europe. So they've had some pretty good, impressive results so far in friendlies. They've beaten Germany, trashed Belgium in 2 friendlies. So they'll be certainly a big test for us. But 3 different games. It's all about what we do. It's all about how we concentrate on it, dealing with each game. Obviously, each game will have its different challenges, but we're just focusing on Ukraine. That's our first game, so we're focusing on them. As I said, I've got some footage on them. Some danger players. They play a certain system. We feel that we can exploit that. and we keep things tight then at the back. So we're looking forward to that game. So that's the first one.
And obviously last year you qualified through this round and were in the elite round, and that went very well for you, only stopped by Spain obviously, who were excellent in the end. You must be looking for something similar for this year.
Yeah, well, we've been unfortunate enough to get Spain twice in a row in elites. They're, you know, obviously an exceptionally good team, very good setups, and technically very good. And again, another team that's always knocking around the top 4 in Europe as well. You know, and over previous years they've won it quite a lot. I think last year they were world champions under 20s, 19s European champions, and 17s European champions. So hopefully, if we can, as I say, navigate our way through this one, get to the elite phase, that we avoid the likes of Spain and your Germanys. But listen, we have to get there first, and that's our goal. But we had a good season last year, winning the 5 out of the 6 games, stopped by Spain. So, you know, we know it's last year probably wouldn't have been as difficult in terms of the high profile top seed. So, you know, the Netherlands are tough outfit, but we look forward to each game.